Hey guys, I'm sorry that I haven't uploaded in a couple of weeks. I've had a lot of stuff going on lately and I just haven't felt up to filming, and before I was pre-filming and I had videos that I could put out. I just haven't felt physically, mentally, or emotionally up to filming, and I'm sorry. I know that there are some of you that enjoy watching my videos, and I don't want to feel like I'm letting you guys down. I wanted to put up a video this week, and I have a few things that I've been wanting to film and I just haven't been able to do it. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm in a place where it's taking all that I can just to live, just to go to work, and I'm so thankful for my husband and my daughter, because without them, I don't know what I would be doing right now. I've had a lot of close family members pass away in such a short period of time. I have a hip impingement, so I've had a lot of pain. If you don't know what that is, the ball and socket thing, like it comes out and it like pinches on your nerves and your ligaments and wears out your meniscus, and it's super painful. I have an appointment in a couple weeks to discuss surgery, and I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed. Try to get through this video today, and hopefully you guys enjoy it and don't hate me for not filming consistently. I'm going into this not really knowing what direction that I want to go or anything, so if I'm a little bit all over the place, I'm sorry. I know this intro is super long, sorry. I hate when intros are like 5 minutes long. I'm like, dude, get to the point. Now here I am sitting here doing it. Wow. I just noticed I had lipstick in my teeth. That's great. Even better. So I grew up in a really strict home. My parents were pastors and very religious. I knew at a pretty young age that that just wasn't for me. When I turned 18, I moved to Texas, and it was hard to leave my family. I wanted to distance myself as much as possible from everything and figure out things for myself. I feel like that's so important, to let your kids figure out things for themselves. Obviously, you need to provide direction and help them, but I feel like just telling them no without giving them a reason or helping to educate them is going to cause problems in the long run. So when I moved to Texas, I was very naive and got into a lot of trouble. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos where I was drugged, go ahead and check that out. I will try to link a card up in the corner, one of the corners. I don't know exactly where it goes, sorry. There were so many times that I felt like I got into trouble throughout my whole life, even when I got older. Like, I had a space of time where things were chill and I was married and I had a daughter and things were great. And then when we split up, because I never really figured out who I was, I went from being in my parents' home to being married to having a kid. And so I kind of went a little crazy. I started doing a lot of drugs and drinking really heavily. And in a way, I guess I felt like I needed to be punished for failing in my marriage. And I did a lot of stupid things. I made a lot of bad choices. I dated a couple of people that I really wish that I hadn't. I realized that things happen for a reason, and that you meet people in your life for a reason, that they mold you into the person that you are. But I feel like that whole chunk of my life, I wish I could have avoided. The point of this is to tell you about a few times that I did mushrooms. I went through a mushroom phase, and honestly, mushrooms are my favorite drug. I never had any kind of problem with like doing it too much or addiction or anything like that. I did it responsibly, did it in moderation. Eating mushrooms makes you feel the happiest that you will ever feel, like ever. It makes everything better. It makes you connect with everything, like even inanimate objects come alive. We used to go play out by the river, throw leaves in there like little kids. I remember one time we were actually in the front of the courthouse playing in the leaves. There was another time that I really wanted to go see one of my friends. I was like, please, let's walk over to his house and wake him up. And it was like 3 a.m. So we go walking over to his house, which is like halfway across town, pound on his door, and he wakes up like, what the heck? Why are you knocking on my door at 3 a.m.? I'm like, come on, let's go. We're gonna go play. And he's like, okay. He's like, but I'm really hungry. So he likes trying to eat food. And I'm like, come on, let's go. So he brings his plate and a fork with him and is trying to eat this food. And I just want to play so bad. So we're walking across the bridge and I snatched that plate out of his hand and his fork and I tossed them over the bridge because I wanted his full attention. I wanted to play. We also like to play in the car wash, spraying each other with water. We actually got the police called on us for playing in the car wash. I don't know what it was harming. We were literally just spraying each other with water and like running through it. People have a stick up their butt, I swear. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Just rambling, talking. I guess in a way it kind of is nice to be talking about something that is a distraction. My tattoo is healing up really nicely. If you haven't seen that video, I did document my tattoo and I really miss my uncle. Things have not been the same since he's been gone. I think about him all the time. I was just telling my mom that I'll think about him and I still don't feel like it's real that he's gone. Like I'll talk about him going camping as if he can still go camping, and it's hard. It's been a long time since I've experienced grief without being on drugs. I'm having a really tough time. I'm so thankful for my family. I'm so thankful for the support and the love that I have. I'm thankful that I don't have to be on drugs to be happy. I was telling my doctor that things are so much easier now that I'm sober. I told him it's a lot easier to deal with anxiety when you can feel something. And I know that it doesn't seem like that when you're in that point. If you've experienced addiction or drugs, I know it doesn't seem like it at the time, but when you actually get your head all clear and on your shoulders, you realize that it feels so good to be able to feel something. You can actually feel when things are good, and when things are bad, it doesn't feel like the end of the world. I always felt like things were just crashing down on me when I was high. Things just spin out of control. And as happy as I felt doing all of those things at the time, I realize now that I wasn't actually that happy, that things sucked, that I put myself in a lot of bad situations. I hope that I can educate my daughter on all of the bad things and the good things about drugs, because I don't want to lie to her. Yes, there's a lot of drugs that feel great, but I want her to do them responsibly and choose to do them at an age that's appropriate. There's kids in middle school these days that sell weed, that smoke weed, and it's like, dude, I hope that I've taught my daughter enough that she knows, hey, it's probably not a good idea to do this. I know she's a really good girl. Hopefully she knows enough to know better. Same with sex. Like, I don't want my daughter to have sex when she's 13 years old, but if she chooses to do it, at least she knows how to do it responsibly. Like, you can't force somebody to do something just because you say, like, you can tell them no as much as you want. You can tell them you can't do this, but they're humans too. And at some point in their life, they're gonna do something whether you say that they can or not. And I feel like it's better to at least educate them than to just lock them away and try to pretend like you can protect them from everything, because you can't. I told you this video is going to be all over the place. Honestly, I don't even know what the point of this was other than to just let you guys know that if I'm gone for a little while or if I'm not uploading consistently, I'm just going through some stuff, and I still love you guys, and I hope that you will still be here no matter what, because eventually things will get better and I will be back to uploading every week. Hopefully I can get some fun stuff filmed for you guys, and thank you for supporting me and being here and listening to me ramble. I love you guys and hope you're having a great day. Bye.